All right, we are ready to go. It is 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So glad that you have jumped on. I'm Amber Minquist. We have several new promoters already on tonight, and I'm so excited. This is our Monday night VIP Fast Start Zoom. We are here every Monday night. We have different hosts every Monday. So you're going to hear from a different 200K leader. You're going to hear how they did it, how they got started, and tips and tricks. So that's what we're going to have tonight. But first off, let me introduce you to Lavelle, to the company. Um, if you're brand new, you may not know all of this, right? So we are a free to join company. You never pay a promoter fee, you never pay a website fee, you never pay an email fee or anything like that. You never pay a report fee. You purchase your own product. Usually most people purchase their product when they get started. But then we also have the refer to get yours free program, which means when you have two friends ordering as a customer on AutoShip, under your referral link, you're going to get credits the following month to purchase your Thrive with. And so that honestly was my very first goal. I just wanted to get it for free. Never thought I was going to do anything with this business. Never really even crossed my mind. I was just a tired, exhausted, worn out, stressed out mom that desperately needed to feel better, and I needed to feel better for free. So that's why I started. Now, in your first 14 days as a promoter, you can earn up to $660 in bonuses just for bringing in $800 in qualified orders. You can also do that twice. You can double that. And so in that first 14 days, you can do that twice. And then you can run after the 4K bonus, right? Now it is Maui Gems. And those Maui Gems are, they're like bougie sunglasses, I guess you could say. And they're pretty pricey. They have a hefty price tag, not something I would ever spend money on myself for that before. So that's kind of neat that they give you these sunglasses. You get to pick your style. And that's in that first 30 days when you and your team hit $4,000 in orders. And I know when you're starting, 4,000 sounds like a lot, but it's really not. It's just a few people hitting that VIP 800, 1600. So very excited to kick this night off. Hold on just a second. Chastity is having more issues getting in technology. So with that, I'll kind of just share with you how I started. Everybody has something different that they say to do in that first 14 days that they say, if you're new, here's how you run after it. So for me, I just reached out to my closest friends. My first conversation was I called my mom. Y'all, it's so funny. I know a lot of people, well, I know my mom doesn't have any money. Mine didn't either. Why I called her, I have no idea, but I'm so glad I did. She loves her Thrive. She's still thriving 7 years later. And she was my very first customer. And I literally just said, okay, make sure Chastity's here. All right. I literally just told her, hey, I just ordered this thing called Thrive. I think you should order it with me. Well, what does it do? I said, I have no idea, but it's supposed to help you feel better. And I know that you need to feel better. So let's feel better together. Let's see if it works. And she got on and ordered as my first customer. And then I reached out to a couple other friends. Another friend ordered. Well, then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm super close to VIP 800. I just need two people ordering as a promoter. And so I kind of just put it out there like, hey, I ordered as a promoter. I'm running after these commissions. Does anybody else want to do it with me? And next thing you know, we've got this really small team running after hitting those bonuses, running after helping everybody get it for free. And then from there, I just kind of started messaging everybody. I was like, oh my gosh, I just ordered this thing called Thrive. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm super excited. And, sometimes you don't have to wait till you get an experience. I was connecting everybody with Maria because Maria had an experience. Maria was confident in this product. So for me, I was like, I don't know what it's supposed to do, but I already ordered. So hopefully it works. And just kind of running with that. So with that, I'm going to just jump on over. I'm going to unmute her. I'm going to jump on over to Chastity. And Chastity, you are a co-host and should be able to unmute yourself.
All right. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right, we've got some crazy storms, but we're going to make this work. So I love what you were saying, Amber, how, you reached out to the people that you knew right away. And what happens is in the beginning, people talk about, that chicken soup or that person that, if you really needed a favor, who would you reach out to? And maybe you've run through your first 5 or 6 days. Maybe you've been here 14 days. Maybe you've been here 14 months. Maybe you've been here like us 6 years and you're like, I didn't even know how to VIP 800 again. Well, one thing that I find, Amber, is that our list of people that would bring us chicken soup has to continue to grow. In the beginning, we know those friends and family that they will trust us. We know what they need on a personal level. We know if they are, burning it at both ends, are they struggling, robbing Peter to pay Paul? We know those things. And so when we talk about the people that would bring us soup, those people may be busy, but in case of an emergency, it's kind of like those emergency contact lists. Who would you put on your emergency list, for your kids? I know that changes as your kids get older, that sort of thing. And so our people that know, like, and trust us a lot, we run through them and then we feel like stagnant because we're not ever evolving. And so every relationship that you're making, whether you're building on social media, you're building face to face, however you're building, that relationship should evolve. You should know pretty quickly hanging out with people, like, is this someone I would love to travel with? Is this that person that, we would just have a good time hanging out with? Is this someone I'd like to shop with? Is this someone I'd like to work out with? And so you get to know people on a different level. And that's how you continue to re-VIP 800, re-VIP 1600, is because you're ever growing relationships. As you grow those relationships and then people trust you just a little bit more, you'll know, hey, I can introduce this business to them because they know that, hey, we've been friends for a while and I haven't been trying to push something down your throat, but I'll tell you, I know that you've shared with me some things that you have going on. So, every relationship, and I know a lot of people think, oh, well, is every single relationship about, making them a customer or promoter? Well, no, but if I find someone that doesn't need energy, doesn't need help, taking their workout to that next level, or can't use an extra wiggle room in their budget, anything like that. It's like, that's not the common thing. So if it's not, and it's just, we're just supposed to hang out and be friends, that's cool too. So I think that's how we really got started, is because we've been building relationships for a very long time. And when you get started, it's easy and comfortable to go to those people and go, hey, I know you need this. I know you need to try it. And they, like you said, they order, they get started, but then we get at a stagnant point because now we've run out of our friends.
Yes, I love that. And the thing is, because like we talk about that for us, I've been creating relationships my whole life. Chastity and I've been friends for 20 plus years. And so we were talking about that last weekend. Like we're each other's oldest friends from growing up, and so, and I thought about that. I'm like, I don't really have anybody left from Greenville that we have this relationship. And so I've been creating relationships in every new situation, new generation, whatever of my life, and even now, y'all, I'm 46 this month and thrive, it does about a good. But I'm gonna be 46 and I'm just now meeting a new circle of friends. Like we've just started creating a whole new circle of friends that we're already in less than a year. I'm like, I can call on these people, so that is constantly changing. So you're constantly adding to your friends list. So I will tell you, for those of you, we do have some brand new people on chat. I know you were having some issues getting on, but we do have some brand new people in the chat that are in their VIP period. And so I know some people will say, create your hundreds list, and I've always said that scares me, that overwhelms me, because I need small task and I need things in chunks. And so for me, I'm like 10 groups of 10. So if the thought of create a hundreds list scares you and you're like, I only know 2 people, start thinking smaller groups. Write down 2 people at a time, right? Write down 10 people at a time. And for me, that list, when I'm thinking, is first of all, like Chas said, who are those people in your circle? who knows, like, and trusts you already, who values your opinion, who, like I said in the chat, who would you call when you ran out of gas? You're stranded on the side of the road at 2 a.m. Who would you call? Those are your people. And then you write your next 10. Who do you know that has headaches? Who do you know that can't sleep at night? You know, all the things that you're already learning that Thrive does. Who do you know that says they can't wake up in the morning? Who do you know that says they have a love-hate relationship with their snooze button? Oh my gosh, I'm on my fifth cup of coffee and it's only 7:30. You know, those are things that you listen for and you just start writing them down. Chas, I'd love for you to kind of chime in on that for these brand new promoters.
You know, one of the things, you know, whether you have a small social space or a large social space, whether that's on your social media platform or in, you know, just personal social, you know, like Amber said, chunk it out, but make you some categories. So for example, 10 people, like she said, you know, we realized the other day, it's like, how many people do we really talk to from high school? You know, maybe 10 people from high school. And maybe you're like, well, I don't want to talk to any of them. Okay, then go to the next step. 10 people from college, 10 people from a previous job, 10 people from a workout group, 10 people from your child's school, 10 people from your child's baseball group. You know, what are some things where you've interacted, done some things, and you may not even realize, you know, do you live in a neighborhood where there is a neighborhood Facebook page? Do you go to a church? Are you in small group communities? Are you involved? You know, do you go to a gym for workout? Are you involved in you know, DIY groups, whatever it is? But find them in the different categories. You know, a lot of times people just start, you know, when they get started, they feel like they've tapped out of their friends, the people that, you know, have ordered, they've helped them get those 2 customers, they've said yes to auto ship because you've, you know, pretty much begged them to order. And, you know, you're now looking for, you know, I need to find some business partners. And I think that one of the things that a lot of people do in the beginning is they are fearful that people are going to feel like they're selling something to them. Let me just tell you, you are selling them energy. You're selling them productivity throughout their day. You're selling them a bit healthier day. You're selling them so many different things that are options and solutions to their situation. So go ahead and get that out of your mind, because you are selling them something. Now you can earn credits and you can have the ability to help them a little bit, and you can help them along the way. But most anything that makes our lives better is going to cost us something, whether it's our time, whether it's our talent, it's our resources. And so go ahead and get that out of your brain and understand that you can't put value on helping a tired mama or a tired dad or a tired friend be able to get through their day and be at the end of the day and go, I still have a little bit of energy to get this thing done. So a lot of times, if you've never been in this industry and you've never been in that space before, that first objection or that first no will kind of be debilitating for you. And that's okay, because that's very, very common. You're like, I can't understand why they wouldn't want to be more productive. You have to just keep going through your people of who is really ready for a change. That's one thing that I would have done differently in the beginning, is realize just because I felt better and I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, that didn't mean that some people aren't comfortable in their chaos. They're not comfortable in their, you know, just their rut. I mean, they don't even know that getting unstuck is an option physically or financially. So, you know, get past that feeling of you're selling someone something, because you are, but you're sharing them ultimately. And the stories now that you have that you can share from the fan page, I could tell you, I would challenge you, if you have someone that has a specific circumstance in their life that you could probably, you know, we don't make medical claims, but you could probably navigate through their situation and find a keyword that matches a story from the Lowell fan page. And you could say, you know, maybe they say, you know, my back's hurting a lot, and, you know, I'm just really struggling. And, you know, but I'm on my feet, you know, 8 hours a day. I work in a salon. And you're like, oh my gosh, I know Amber. I'm going to go find her story. I'm going to send this. Hey, I know you said you work in a salon. Here's my friend Amber's story. And to be honest, I say everybody's my friend because if they're a thriver, they're my friend. And so I say, this is my friend so and so story. And I will find a keyword from that fan page because it makes them come to life. I'm not going to be relatable to a boy mom. I'm not going to be relatable to someone that is burning it at both ends, running around chasing a toddler. I was there, but I'm not there now. And I want them to show that now is the possibility, now is the potential. And I ask them all the time, how long have you been struggling with exhaustion? Well, my gosh, for the last, 5 years, I have a 5-year-old and I've been struggling for five. You know what? If you've been struggling for 5 years, give me 30 days. I literally said, there's no way that this would help me in 30 days. But if you've been struggling with this for 5 years, you owe it to yourself to put 30 days of this product in your body, on your body. And then, they're probably going to come up with some type of opposition about the money, about the finances. Here's the other thing. Do not try to look into someone's checkbook, checking account, or their back pocket to see how much money they have, because I can tell you everybody's at different stages in life and you don't know what the value of some extra time freedom, some extra energy, some extra financial wiggle room. Do not place your value of those things on them, because for me, time freedom may be more valuable than giving me some cash, or being able to have enough energy to get all the laundry done and get everything done may be more valuable than, paying me something. So make sure you don't place your value on it. You let them know what it costs. Go in there with that confidence and boldness. And I never say fake it till you make it. I believe in the faith it when you make it. And the thing is that you don't have to fake it here. You can literally find a story and you can say, look, if you put those capsules in your body on an empty stomach in the morning and nothing happens, we're going to have to check your pulse, because there's something going to happen, whether they're feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel over energized, or I felt sleepy. Maybe they're over energized. Something's going to be different. So that is that first step that I say, if you'll just trust me, let me put those capsules in your empty stomach. Then we start talking about the benefits and getting them through their day. Now, I know it's not just the morning time that you want to get through. You want to make it through the end of the day. And that's why I need you to trust me with step 2 and step 3, because they build on each other. So get into your confidence mode by, one, knowing your story, and then knowing the stories from the fan page. Familiarize yourself. Set you a time where literally when I started, I was working in corporate America. I'm just going to say it. I would sometimes sit in the bathroom on my bathroom break, reading through stories or listening to a corporate call. I would drive to work, listening to court recordings, catching up on stuff. And I would literally be finding stories that would match the people's situations that I was saying, you need this product, because now my friend Jane has the exact same back issues, or exhaustion issues, or fogginess, or just can't make it through her day, or that credit card has swiped one too many times and decline is just a way of life. So go in there with boldness and confidence, and understand that if they say no right now, that's okay. If you will stay consistent in showing up in your social spaces, whether it's social media or in live social spaces, they're eventually going to go through something in their life where they're going to think of you.
And absolutely. And here's the other thing. Do not, like Chastity was talking about, don't make their value your value, or vice versa. Don't prejudge what you don't know about somebody, because a lot of times they're, oh, I see them all over, they have tons of energy. Y'all, everybody thought I had it all together. Like, nobody knew that inside I was falling apart. Nobody knew that my house was miserable because I was miserable. Like, I wasn't shouting that out on Facebook. I recently had a friend that none of us knew, nobody still knows, but she came to me and was like, all right, how serious can I really make money? How soon can I make money? Her marriage is falling apart, and her husband basically slowly drained their bank account, and like she needs income, and she needs it now. And nobody knew that. And so you can't, we're like, oh, they have the fancy house, they have this, I mean, she might take it as a customer, but you don't know. So you have to always be presenting Okay, great. Once they're interested, right? Awesome. You can order as a customer or you can order as a promoter. Like you give them the options, you put the ball in their court. I've seen so many times people like, oh, I know they're going to kill this business. They're going to knock it out of the park. And all you do is you push promoter on them. And then they're like, no. So you give them the option. You put it to them. Hey, first of all, this product is going to knock your socks off. You are going to feel amazing. You can either be a customer, feel amazing for free, or you can be a promoter, feel amazing for free, and earn commissions and bonuses. What sounds good to you? Like, I say that all the time. Like, that's just off my tongue, you know? So that's where that borrowed confidence comes in too. If you're not confident saying that yet, don't forget to connect with your leader, connect with your upline. Find out who your uplines are. Make sure whoever invited you to thrive with them, make sure you know their uplines. Make sure you know who you can connect your new people to. The other thing is, when you're making that list, when you're writing down all those names and you're reaching out to those people, like Chas said, some are going to be like, all right, girl, whatever it takes, whatever you need, I'm here for you. I got you. You're going to have some of those people. And then you're going to have the no's. You're going to have the nah, girl, I don't need that. No, not right now. Thanks. Just remember, no does not always mean no. Like, and it sure doesn't mean I hate you, right? Like, it just means they don't want to buy what you're selling right now. It just means that they don't know enough about it. It means that they're not ready. So, those are the people that you are going to be following up with. It took me, I think, 12 plus. I know we don't know the exact number, but we've said 12 plus times for Maria to follow up with me, to share stories with me, to check in on me, to tell me, girl, we just got to get this product in your body. Like, I can't tell you how many times I heard, girl, we just got to get this product in your body. I read it in a message, girl, we just got to get this product in your body. Like, every time I had an excuse because I was too busy or I was this or I was that. Girl, I get you. LOL. We just need to get this product in your body. Like, that was such a thing that when I was reading those stories and I was laying in bed at night, not able to sleep, and I'm reading the stories from the fan page and the ones that connected with me, I replayed, I just got to get this product in my body, right? Like, it had been planted in my head so much that when I read that, I thought, what if I can feel this way? We just got to get this product in your body. So I placed the order and didn't even tell her, like, I didn't even call and ask her how to order. I just ordered, but it wasn't my time when she first reached out to me 3 months prior. And be watching, the reason I reached out to Chastity, she wasn't on my list. Like, I didn't have her on the list. We hadn't talked in 20 years. And so we at that point were, Facebook friends. And when I saw her make a couple of different posts, one of the posts was about, hey, I'm looking at this hormone therapy or something. It was something like that because she was just exhausted. No matter what, she was just exhausted. And I was like, hey girl, I don't know if you've seen my Thrive post, but I saw that you're tired and oh my gosh, this stuff really works. And that was it. I left it in her court. I just shared with her, hey, I saw the problem you had. I've got a solution. And I left it in her court. So that's the thing. And somebody said that if you were at Thrive Palooza, be a listener. So yeah, she wasn't talking to me, but I saw what she posted and I heard that she was exhausted and she
What
was looking for something.
one thing I really think, Amber, is, that was 7.5 years ago. Now, because there are so many people on social media, the fact that you would recognize that someone, like if that message were to come to me today in 2021, and I would see Amber's having success, I see she's busy, and she noticed that I posted a post that I was tired, like that would matter to me. Like that would mean like she actually cared, or I posted, I'm just really struggling, with this through life, or I'm, that it was that one-on-one. And I can tell you right now, people want that one-on-one invitation. The fact that Maria kept being intentional with you, if she would have just kept blasting on Facebook, I'll be honest, Amber, I had no idea what Thrive was. I hadn't been seeing your posts. I didn't know you were thriving. But because you came into my messenger and said, I saw that you're struggling, girl, I have this. If you're going to tell me that you're having a problem, whether that's through black and white text, whether that's through a bunch of poop emojis or whether that's from a passive aggressive meme that says, I need my coffee, I need my all the things, then you're telling me what you need and what your interests are. And so for me to come to you and say, hey, I've got this thing, I'm that Thrive girl. If you ever decide, I mean, I literally am sending those one-on-one, hey, you know what, Amber, I saw that you said you were so exhausted and emotionally you're just struggling right now because you've got a senior and, y'all are getting ready to send your baby to college. And, I know a lot of things are happening. I don't know. I mean, I bet you've got his college fund already set. That's, not why I'm messaging you, but I've got this black label that is amazing for mood support. So if you have any of those mommy moments and you just need some balance in that, I'd love to be the one to send it to you. And hey, can't consider it an early, young boy graduation gift or whatever, something. Just make it personal to what they're going through, and I'll tell you, I thought, yes, this industry is about numbers, how many people can you reach out to? But I will tell you, I reached out to 10 people. 8 people said yes. 2 have still yet 7.5 years later to join me or say yes. Those 8 people have, they're in different walks, different parts of their life now, but those people are the ones that exploded this business because they started telling their friends. They started telling their friends. It wasn't because I had 800 people to begin with. I had 8 people that I knew specifically. Are they business minded? Do they want to make money? Or they're laying on the couch, they're eating bonbons and not living their best life. They need this product. So I knew those 8. Can you find 8? Can you find those people that balance it? They're business minded, they're business owner. Well, they have their own business. They would never want to sling stickers. Let me tell you, don't you ever say never for someone else, because you don't know, just like Amber said, you don't know what they're going through. And if we didn't learn in the last 12 months that our life can change on a dime, I don't know where you were living in the last 12 months, but I have learned people's lives, people's circumstance, people's health can change in a minute. And it's that minute that they are hopeless, they are fearful, they are desperate, that they're going to be looking for something. Will you be that post, that face, that invitation, that consistency that they say, you know what, she's got something, she's been doing something, she's been annoying the hell out of me for 7.5 years, and maybe I should message her. And that person right there, not because have a big connection or whatever, but they've been building relationships and they've got about 10 or 20 friends that trust them, and they get them started. And then they get them started and they get them started. It's just a snowball effect because they tell their friends, just like they would tell about a great meal, a great movie. Amber called and said, we're getting storm and hail. We're calling each other, telling everybody, get ready, a hailstorm's coming, get ready. That's should be doing with our Thrive. Oh my gosh, a promo's coming. This is coming. Oh my gosh, this is coming their way. This is going to hit that is the excitement that we should have. There's no shame in my game. There's no shame in my hustle game. I love what I get to do. I love that I get to share with people. And I know that if they're not ready right now today, they may be ready next month, next year. I'll still be here sharing.
Oh my gosh. And I love you. But you just kind of triggered something in my head when you were saying, we're like, oh my gosh, it's hailing or whatever. Like we do that, right? Like we post on social media or we text our friends and we say, is it hailing by you yet? Have you heard the sirens yet? Like we do that because I have friends that live less than 2 miles away. I can literally see the high school right by their house from my house, and they didn't get what we got, so we're texting each other. So what if you treated your Thrive business like that phone tree, right? Like before we had social media and everybody, called each other or texted each other. Oh, did you have this? Did you have that? Did you get much damage? How you doing over there? So why not?
Yeah.
Hey girl, I just started thriving. How's it going? What are you doing? Oh my gosh, this thing called Thrive. You haven't heard of it? Like, don't be scared to just share with them what you have. And again, don't get stressed out or disappointed if they don't come on board with you right away, because they will. They just need time. Sometimes they need a couple weeks. Sometimes they need 6 months. Sometimes they need 2 years. But when you stick with this journey and they see you're consistent, and I will tell you, and I'll leave you with this, that is one thing when we started this journey, reaching out to people and then following back up and reaching out again and then letting them reach back out to me. The one thing I heard over and over in that first 6 months and then in 2 years, wow, girl, you are so consistent with this. Well, I guess you're not quitting anytime soon. Maybe I should join this Thrive train with you. Like, so they have to see that you're consistent. They can't see you thrive for 2 weeks and then disappear. And they're like, oh, wait, but I have Thrive. Really? I haven't seen you post in 6 months. So you need to keep posting, but also remember, like Chas was saying, reaching out personally. Don't just post on Facebook and expect everybody to come your way. This is a business, and think about other stores, other companies. They post on Facebook. They have TV commercials. I don't know, does anybody still run an ad in the newspaper? There's different social media. They do mailers. You get things in the mail, knocking on your door, whatever, right? There's multiple ways that they flash their product. There's multiple ways that they advertise. So you can use social media as one of your advertisements. You can use word of mouth. You can use personal messenger. Just don't rely on one thing. Chas, what's your last 60 seconds? What do you got?
I would just say make sure that your mouth is moving and your fingers are moving. That means your business is moving, you're growing. And even if it's just hitting share, be consistent in your conversation, be consistent in talking to people. Even if you're still having to mask, you can still talk behind the mask, but have conversations with people constantly. That's either on social media or in public spaces. I love to ask people if they've got a Starbucks in their hand or something in their hand. I love to say, what's your favorite thing about your Starbucks? Is it your energy, or is it and they're usually like, oh, I'm just addicted to it. There's so much sugar in it. I need to lose weight. I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, I got an option for you. Here's my card, boom. Or now I have my QR code, scan this, boom. So I'm always having that conversation. Yes, good for you, Amber. She got sick of hearing Chas talk about QR codes, but I'm telling you, they're everywhere. The easiest way of touchless connection and communication. And I like to talk to people, and I don't have an expectation. I do not set an expectation. Will they join me or will they won't? My only expectations are on myself. Will I have the conversation or will I not? The rest is up to them.
That's it, y'all. It is just about opening your mouth, sharing what you have, because you have a gold mine. And I'm not talking financially, because yeah, that's there, but you have a gold mine in something that is truly healing people from the inside out. And we've learned in this last 12 months, not only can things change and people need income and other things right off the bat, but also people need their health and people need their vitamins. Y'all, when Walmart was sold out of vitamins, when this all happened and people were going and getting it off the shelves, and people were messaging me, hey, I know I need vitamin C and zinc, and there's none at Walmart and there's none at Vitamin Shop. Do you have that in your Thrive? Like, it was that moment when the world was saying you need vitamins. Well, guess what? They remembered I'm the vitamin girl, right? Like, hey, what does your Thrive have? So you have something. It's helping people. It's been helping people way before this last 12 months, and it's helping them continue to live a happier, healthier life. So don't you dare shut up about it. All right. Thank you, Chastity, for sharing. Thanks, everybody, for jumping on. Every Monday night, you're going to have a different leader hosting. I'm super excited. So remember to spread the word. Good night, y'all.